Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Hope and Coffee as we are sitting here on a really lovely, chilly, overcast December afternoon. And I say it in that way because honestly, overcast, chilly afternoons are some of my favorite. Um, I don't know what it is. I love a rainy day. I think I've mentioned them before. There is something so cathartic about it. And it got me thinking about the fact that I haven't done a deep dive question in quite a while. I originally planned on doing one of these like every other week or every week, just, as I thought about it. Well, apparently, I haven't thought about it in a minute. And for anyone who's not from the South, if someone says it's been a minute, it has been a substantial amount of time, which we don't really want to talk about. It is just, it is what it is. Anyway, but deep dive question number 3 is what can't you live without? And the goal of deep dive questions is to not just think of something surface level. And so, surface level would be like my dogs or coffee. Like, that would be so easy for me to say. But what can't you live without? And I am going to answer this for me because I'm trying to think deeper into my soul. I'm trying to think deeper into my mind. And I'm trying not to give you the easiest answer possible, something that would be almost like a cop out. That would be cheating in my opinion. And I try not to do that with these questions because they're supposed to be those deep dive questions. They're supposed to make me think for a few minutes. And so, as I think about this question of what can't I live without, I really could say books and I could say stories and I could say writing and all of those sorts of things. But I've kind of, again, feel like that's a cop out. So, in a lot of ways, I kind of want to say that it's some of the connections that I've really made over the past 2 years. Since I moved to Georgia in December, early November, or late November, early December of 21, I felt like I was kind of a ship lost at sea. I didn't know kind of what I was doing, where I was going. I felt like I was kind of starting over. And I had just moved to Georgia and with my mom to kind of figure out where I was going to go from there. I had just left LA, had a really bad breakup with like in a relationship that just did not go well. That individual was not kind or caring or anything like that. And I had a hard time letting go of it because I have issues with closure sometimes and I always think I can fix it. And this was just something I couldn't fix. So I needed something. I was floating. So over the course of 2022 and even into the beginning of 2023, I actually started making some pretty good friends that have really helped me feel grounded. And I think that those are some friendships that I truly can't live without right now. And I can honestly think of at least 5 people that I do not want to ever hopefully like see out of my life. I hope that there's never a moment where these individuals are at odds with me in any way, that I'm at odds with them in any way, that we are no longer speaking. Because I feel like their friendship has truly helped me in far more ways than they could ever imagine. I feel more like the person I used to be. I feel more grounded. I feel more connected. And I think that is really important because, again, when it comes to things you can't live without, you can always make it material. But that feels like a cop out. Like my poor little dog, Argos. Love Argos to death, but there will be a day in his little life where he will pass away. He is 11 years old. He is diabetic. I love him. And one day I will have to say goodbye to him. And that's going to be really hard. Um, but I will have to try to figure out how to like live without him. But those friendships that I've made, I mean, I'm hoping nothing happens to those friends. They all are at ages where I feel like they should live long, happy, healthy lives. And I truly hope they do. And I truly hope they know that I am an individual they can reach out to. I will support them in any way I absolutely can. But I think those individuals are people who have helped keep me going without them even realizing. And so, like, when they say yes to playing board games or just even respond to text messages or doing different things, it is such a lift to my soul and spirit to know that, like, I have value in their lives, that they want to do these things with me, because for a very long time I didn't feel like I was valued in anyone's life. Like, I'm not talking about my mom or my family in any way. They're family. They're my mom. They're my dad. I'm not talking about them. Those are people who hopefully will always be in my life. What I'm talking about are people who chose to be in my life and are still in my life, who have made a significant difference over the past about 2 years. And those are people that, as of right now, and those are things that I like. I don't want to call them things; they're people that I don't want to live without. And I got most of them Christmas presents sitting under my tree because I value them so much that I feel like they're family to me. Um, they know, all of them know my mom, and my mom knows them, and I love that they feel comfortable, like, going over and visiting her, like, well, when I'm there. I don't think any of them go visit her when I'm not there, but they could. She would 100% welcome them over, probably offer them a place to stay if they needed to, whatever. But mom's like that. She is absolutely a welcoming soul who, if you walk through her front door, it doesn't matter if you're a stranger or if she's known you your whole life, you are family. And for me, these people are family. And I love that. I really do. But I think that is going to be my deep dive for today. And I would love to know what you think down below. What is your something you can't live without? What can't you live without? I would love to know. And you are welcome to keep it at whatever surface level you want to keep it at. I will not ask you to deep dive it as hard as I did. But I really wanted to be genuine with my answer, and I just thought that was important when it comes to these deep dives. So, anyway, until next time, thank you so much for tuning in. Like, subscribe, join, go check out my Etsy page, The World of Hope and Coffee, and I will see you all on the next page. Have a great one.